Welcome to KSRCAS Media Center. Let me introduce myself first. Myself Dr.T.S.Venkateswaran, Head Department of BCA, KSR College of Arts and Science, Autonomous Tiruchengode. Today I am going to just present a topic on carrier aggregation. This may look like a fancy name, but carrier aggregation is a top-notch technology that are used in our mobiles today. Okay. Before getting into the technology words, let us speak about what mobiles are today. So, on customer point of view, most of us are expecting 5G phones rather than 4G phones. Okay. There is a middle level called 4G plus, or maybe it may be called as LTE plus. Okay. What is this LTE plus or 4G plus? This is our session. Okay. Getting into the first slab, 4G. So, everyone knows that Jio, Airtel are providing 4G network to our mobiles, and the processors are very fast, and we are having nearly 250 Mbps per second. Network is very strong. 4G is there in India throughout the places. Then what is 4G plus? So 4G plus is a term that can be also called as 4.5G. So it stands between 4G and 5G. We are calling that one as 4G plus, or some terms may be different with the Samsung, like that they will call that one as a LTE plus. Okay, 4.5G, which I am going to refer as 4G plus in the future statements. Every processor has a capability of capturing the network. So 4G is connected to a barrier network where the bands are set right to the mobile. So there will be a flow between the mobile and the tower, which we call that was downlink and uplink. Okay. When we are coming for 4G plus, the same band will be increased to boost up the speed of the network, where the user can attain more number of data in a number of seconds. That is, for example, in 4G, if you are getting around 240 microbits per second, the same thing when you are coming for 4G plus, it will go around 100 Mbps. A best example, Nord 2, a phone from OnePlus, because I have tested this Nord 2 in the real scenario, and also Samsung S20 FE 5G. Okay. What did Nord 2 did? When I am connecting my normal phone to the 4G network, it has achieved around 30 Mbps per second downlink. And the same place and the same area where I am sitting with Nord 2, I have achieved 100 Mbps per second. With coming to Samsung S20 FE, it was around 97 Mbps per second. So the aggregation means the line opened for the down and upload is very fast in 4G plus. Okay, then what is the need of 5G? So 5G will go or push around 90% more than the 4G plus. So today when we are talking about 4G plus or 5G plus, the data transfer rate differs, that is all. Okay. When I am going to purchase a mobile, what I have to look for first? First thing is whether my mobile is capable of capturing the network at what speed. Okay. Then if I want to go for 5G, so what 5G will do? Best example, if I am having a movie of 2 hours, which will be around 5 GB or 5.5 GB. The size of the movie is 5 or 5.5 GB. Suppose I start with my 4G phone. It takes around 6 to 7 hours to download the complete file. When I am jumping to 5G, it takes only 3.6 seconds to download the whole file, because I have stated that the file size is 5.5 GB, and when it comes for 4G plus, it takes around 6 minutes to 7 minutes. So 4G is lesser, 4G plus is in the middle, and 5G is in the top. Okay. Okay. How we are going to get the 5G in India? So as our government said, 5G will be opened in the month of October end with 4 cities, and it will be expanded to every area of India. It takes around 2 to 3 years probably. When 5G arrives, still 4G plus will be in the base. 4G, because when introducing the 4G, still we are using 3G. 3G network is there, still we are using 4G for the past 5 years, now we are going towards 5G. When we are going to 5G, 4G plus will stay in the line. So, those who want to get a real speed of data, for example, for going for a seminar, exporting files or going for a movie like that, they need 5G. But when you are normal user, we are using a couple of data, that is for our daily life, 4G plus is enough. So, how we can check with 4G plus? 4G plus, when you switch on your network mobile data, you can see the top corner with the 4G symbol or 4G plus or LTE plus or 5G. Still now we do not have 5G, so we have not tested 5G, but most of the phones which has been produced after 2020 has the capacity of capturing 4G plus, that is they are called as open bandwidth. So, what is bandwidth? Bandwidth is a area where the vendor can push their data to the users. Best example, I can explain in a simple way. Suppose I am sitting near a tower. The tower is just 1 kilometer away from my home. I am sitting in a place where my phone is connected to the tower. When my phone is on 4G network, a single band will connect to my phone. A single band will connect to my phone, and through that band only I will get my downloads and I will go for my uploads, everything. If my phone is on 4G plus, what will happen? Automatically my phone is capable of capturing 4 to 5 bands in the same tower. Whatever tower bands are free, it will capture all the bands, and which band is free, it will get data from that. So, my download speed will increase. Another one small example, just pouring a pipe, pouring water from a well through a pipe and pouring the same water from the well through 4 pipes. Automatically the speed increases. Okay. What the 4G plus RF stands? Radio frequency. It is on a radio frequency where the same concept that is used in 4G is slightly improvised to get 4G plus. Okay. Then how the processor supports the 4G plus carrier aggregation? So, processor is a main thing. First, this concept was introduced by Snapdragon, where they introduced the concept of 4G plus. Throughout the area, they worked over the processing state, and later they have improvised the processing speed. Okay. The best example of 4G plus is moving from a low bandwidth to high bandwidth, where I am capable of capturing everything that I want in my phone. Okay. The thing, okay, whether 4G plus is enough in a processor? No, the phone has to support with other things also. The network, whether in my Airtel or a Jio or whatever it may be, how strong my network is built in my area. Suppose if my area is in 4G plus, often I can lose my 4G plus aggregation. It will show only 4G. When the bandwidth or the area signal is very weak, it automatically runs back or rolls back to 4G, but still I will be in 4G. Whenever the band increases, automatically my phone will act to the 4G plus. Okay. The best examples, already as I said, Node 2. If you have any Node 2 mobiles, you can use this test on carrier aggregation, and Samsung S series phones, and later A series phones also are there available, some Vivo and Oppo, which you call that one as mid-range phones. What is mid-range phones? The phones that are coming between rupees 20,000 to 30,000, all are having 4G plus networks. Okay. What will be the future of 4G plus? So, 4G plus will stay, as I said in the earlier, 4G plus will stay in the same place where I can continue with my 4G plus till if I am having 5G. 5G will roll out, but 4G plus will stay place. So, as a common man, there may be a question, okay, which network I want to have today, 4G, 4G plus or 5G? The thing is, a man or a customer who wants his phone to be very fast as per today, they can go for 4G plus. But if I am a normal user, I am going to use adequate message, that's all. I am going to send a WhatsApp message, or just I am going to browse Facebook or YouTube or whatever may be, 4G is enough. So, what is the cost of 4G and 4G plus? There is no cost difference. The platform is same, where the bandwidth flow is different. So, there will be no extra cost or nothing. You can enjoy the 4G plus service in the 4G area itself. Okay. Then another question, when 5G arrives to India, what are all the changes that I can have? The only change you are going to get is, you are going to have high transmission speed of data, that is all. There is no technology behind 5G or 4G. And what will be the feature? So, some of my friends may ask me question, okay, sir, after 5G, whether 6G is available? The concept will turn over to the science part. When you are talking about technology, 6G, in my perception, there will be no 6G in India. It will be of satellite phones. The same technology, except instead of towers, they are going to push the network through the satellites. So, satellites will play a bigger role in the telecommunications in the future year. It may take around another 5 to 10 years to get over to satellite phones. The best example about satellite phones is Apple 14 Pro Max, that has been banned in India. Just later, a week before, India has announced that Apple 14 Pro Max will be banned in India due to satellite communication. Without network, you can connect to the network via satellite. So, satellite is also planned by Tesla. Tesla is working on satellite phones. So, in near future, there will be no SIM cards. Okay. For that proof, the Apple 14 series has released all the SIM cards. There is no SIM cards, only eSIMs are slotted with the Apple phones. But in India, still we are in SIM card based network. So, they have given one SIM card plus one eSIM card. But in Western countries, there is no SIM cards. They have thrown away the SIM cards. They are getting into eSIM. The same thing will happen to the satellite phones. There will be no SIM card. Just a IMEI number will be loaded with your phone, and your connection will be standard with the satellites. Okay. When coming for network, the world is totally logging into the network. Every day we are depending on data. Even government officials or private officers or corporates, whatever may be, or a student or whoever it may be, all are depending on data, and the data transmission is the main purpose of humanity here afterwards. Without data transmission, there is nothing. So, data transmission through network will be a bigger area, and also innovative area where we can play our research ideas, everything. As per this session, I want to convey that carrier aggregation, that is all. Carrier aggregation has a concept. It has given a electronical idea to our brain, and still we have to go further with carrier pluses. Okay. Thank you for watching this video for a short notice. Thank you very much. Thank you.